I would like to know what was your inspiration to start Della and then D.A.T.A.
So starting off, Della has been a 10-year-old story, and at that time, any idea that's given today is at least 5 years old. So the overall story is 15 years from today. We started off with a simple thought process for. I realized every time I would come back from abroad, I used to work with the Italians a lot, and every time I would come back to India, there I would see families going cycling together, husband, wife, small kids, all in cycling gear, cycling cross country, across outskirts of the city, going dirt bike riding, and nice dirt biking tracks. And I was always coming back to India, and the same thing, Bombay life, at best you need to dress up, go to a mall, go to a pub, go to a club, drink, come back. I was done to death with that life. For me, outdoors, environment, nature matters. And so I was always dreaming of a place where I can go cycling with my family, go horse riding, dreams that you would only see in movies. And now, finally, when Della was conceptualized, that was at the back of my mind. That was a real dream. So I took up a small place to make a villa, and it was just about 5 acres of land. And then I said, it's too big for me, I'll make a few more villas. And then came the adventure park, so it was my activities and then adventure park. So it was my passion that turned into business. With 2009 recession, it kind of further helped me to move away from design and create something and employ all the people otherwise who would have gone jobless, about 600 of them. So 2009 we really started Della Adventure Park, and 2009 December, and then 2010 we put up Camp Della, and each year we've gone on doing more and more. Now today we are with 6 resorts. The 6th resort is getting completed. You've been to D.A.T.A, there's a 5th resort that was done about a year back. Now this year we've got Garden Villa Resort, the 6th resort. So 6 resorts, 6 restaurants, 10 banquets, a 24-hour spa. It's an institution that you set up and run it like a family.
So it's great to see like you making your dream into reality and then watching it flourish like this. And that also brings me to my next question, which was going to be like, how do you spend time with your family? Because like I'm sure like setting like 6 resorts takes up a lot of your time and energy. So how do you like get back with your family and like what you are preaching here, you know, you're saying that your family should spend time together. Are you really able to do that with your family, and if so, how?
So the biggest lie in the world is work-life balance.
Yeah.
It's the biggest lie, it's the biggest bullshit. You can give yourself only to one, and in my case it's been about work. Having said that, there is a way I manage because my family has always been involved with my work. So my kids, right from a very early age of being in school in their 3rd standard or 4th standard, have never been kept away from the work.
Okay.
So they've always been made an integral part. I would take them, for example, D.A.T.A where you've gone.
Yeah.
So when we got the land, the whole family is gone there, and I told them what my idea was and where am I building, and take their suggestions and decide and discuss and ideate, and you know.
Yeah.
So it's how you engage your family. The school kids have nothing to do with your business, but how do you engage with them right at a very early age? You keep them close to you, and then automatically they are fond of things because they've seen things develop. So there is an emotional attachment and a connect. One fine day they don't finish college and you plonk them into an office and say this is your office. Then there is no emotional attachment. That's where most families create a gap in generation. But I think that's one good way. But my family has been very clear that I'm married to my work, and I'm gonna work, and for me work is everything.
Okay.
And also the responsibilities are a lot. Being in 1st generation business, you cannot just afford, you don't have the luxury of money, you don't have the luxury of time, you don't have the luxury of not having issues, or you have a godfather behind you who's going to bail you out if you get into problems. You got nobody behind you. You need to face the music, and it's all you're doing, your creation, you need to handle it. So that responsibility comes on your shoulders. You kind of realize that no, this is serious shit. I better get my act together, because if I don't, there's no plan B, there's no option 2.
So like you said, that when you go abroad, you see people cycling together and doing all those activities together. So are you able to do that with your family during Della?
So it started with that, okay, but I've not been able to do it. I've made a lot of other people do it. Shitloads of other people have come in their families and enjoy cycling together and doing all the activities together. In my case, I've not been able to do it with my family, but I do have opportunities where I try and take a little time off, and when friends are there or family is there, I try and freak out, do dirt bike riding, do a few jumps, go back to my old days, and I ride the bike to D.A.T.A and get it back from there. I kind of do a little bit of masti on the way. So you see, if you're passionate about your work is not work for you. It's fun. So for me, work is fun, and I try and make sure that I keep it that way at all times. Also, the people working with me are my family. We travel together, we live together, we eat together, we work together.
Yeah.
So now we are bonded together as family. So we are friends, we are family, and we are work colleagues. All three things put together, because all of us live our lives days and days across over here, and we travel back to Bombay, and we go to other places. So it's interwoven that way.
Like, so I'm sure your passion is very contagious, because even like right now talking to you is getting me so motivated.
Thank you.
Also, one last question for you. I went to Cafe 24, and in the washrooms there are those mannequins. And when I entered the women washroom and I saw the man peeing, I was like, what was the inspiration behind that?
So to me, good design is about creating happiness.
Yeah.
And creating happiness is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
You can't put Italian marble or gold fittings and create happiness. That doesn't, look at it, it's okay. It doesn't create happiness.
Yeah.
The washroom makes you smile.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder, shit, I've entered the wrong room. Then you come out, you look at the signage, and that
Yeah.
smile on your face is worth $1 million, because that it's created that happiness. You come out and you're itching to go and tell the rest of the people on the table
Yes.
what you saw inside. You pull your colleagues, you pull your parents, you pull whoever is sitting with you inside, take pictures inside. That is fun. That is to me, that is the essence of good design. Because if you're able to create a smile on somebody's face, and a genuine one,
Yeah.
that's very, very gratifying and satisfying to me.
Yeah.
So everything that I design, I try and make sure that it improvises the lives of its occupants. So be it a resort, it should shock you or surprise you. That damn, I imagined a military tent and whatever. This is luxury.
Yeah.
You're already floating in air when you look at that room.
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom and it's still, now you're elated to a different level, and you're itching to get into the jacuzzi or get into the shower
That
and
was
the steam.
me.
Everybody. So you see, our human emotions are quite common to all of us.
Yeah.
We all have the similar aspirations, and especially first generation people all have the kind of aspirations across, because we've not been born and brought up with jacuzzis and steam cabins in our bathrooms. So when you have things like that, it elates you.
Yeah.
So and that sense of elation gives you value for money, gives you the satisfaction, gives you love it. And
So more than just good design, I feel like what you've done is you've really tapped into like what a human likes, what a human wants, and then given rise to that design, which is what makes it so beautiful in the first place. Like, it's just not aesthetically pleasing, but it's also like it makes you feel good, it makes you feel happy. So
when you use design thinking principles and design with a process,
yeah.
invariably you'll end up at the end result is this kind of happiness,
Yeah.
satisfaction. And when people like you tell me this, I kind of further endorse that yes, what methods I've done have yielded results. Now I'm doing Garden Villa Resort. So in Garden Villa Resort, how do I elate people?
Yes.
So people imagine a room, and everybody in Bombay is devoid of gardens. We are not living in Delhi, and Delhi also now the days are over, where people who have their farmhouses and gardens. So if you give somebody a hotel room with a garden, a private garden, where they have a dining table and a jacuzzi, you only see in movies, you don't get to really enjoy.
Correct.
Hardly 1 out of 100,000 people also has a garden in Bombay attached to their house or a bedroom.
Yeah.
So if you can make a whole resort which is filled with gardens, every room has a garden, and every villa you can go up on the terrace and there's a swimming pool with an infinity edge on the terrace and a garden. Immediately you won't imagine yourself in the pool on the infinity edge taking a picture.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
common emotions.
Yeah.
So for me, designing, using design thinking principles and arriving at that end result, which is again happiness. That is super important, and that keeps the businesses going, because more the number of people that are happy are going to spread the word of mouth and say, okay, visit Della, visit the resort, this is lovely, I've been there last time, I haven't seen this. So each time you come, it's a new experience. And after you've done 4 resorts over here, you say, okay, Camdala you're not stayed, but the tent is worth staying, the view is fantastic, and the whole experience of the tent is really nice. So you go and live at Camp. So every few months you keep coming back for a new experience. And that's the new business model of experiential hospitality, where I think now we are making a name for ourselves within India, and hope someday this name reaches the global shores.
Definitely. And even though everything is so different, yet there is consistency in the way you feel throughout. Right from in the bus ride, even though it was bumpy, going to the military base.
It's again an experience.
Yeah.
Because if you're taken in a posh car to the experience would not be there. You would never sat in a military truck ever, right?
Yeah.
Majority of the people have never.
Yeah.
So that experience is what I am very high on. I want to give those experiences, and those experiences have to be true in its essence. It cannot be that you take some just green color and paint it off and say it's a military thing. No,
Yeah.
the whole experience has to be an army experience. end to end. You should remain true to that essence of the concept that you started with.
Thank you so much, sir, for this
My pleasure.
opportunity.